Hello, welcome. In this video, we'll talk about Flowboard360, which is a self-hosted dashboard to effortlessly track, monitor, and share Flowise Chatbot metrics with your clients in real time. So I built this software by looking at most common problem that I've seen amongst Flowise agencies is not being able to share the metrics of the chatbots in real time. So even though there are so many methods currently, but most of them are manual and time consuming. Right, so let's see how Flowboard 360 helps with that issue. So first, let's start by looking at a typical agency journey. Right, the first thing is you build a chatbot. Right, you sit down with the client to ask for the requirements, and then once you gather all those details, you build a chatbot based on the requirements. And then once that's done, you go through the testing phase where you test the chatbot and make sure all the edge cases are covered. And once that's done, you go through the delivery phase, which is the final stage where you hand off the chatbot to the client. So this journey seems simple, right? There's nothing complex in it, but what could be missing? So let's look at the missing piece, right? It's metrics. So once you have delivered the chatbot, how are you going to share the chatbot metrics with your client? So how is the client going to know all the conversations that's happening between the chatbot and the users? So how are they going to see all the feedbacks that they're receiving, and how are they going to see all the leads that's being gathered by the chatbots, right? So right now there's no straightforward way of doing it, even though we have some methods which I'll explore later. They are very time consuming and very tedious. So let's look at the current methods that we have. The first one is directly give them access to the Flowise dashboard, which is very risky. They can go ahead to each chatbot, and then on the top right, you have this section where they can view all the messages. They could do that, but this way, you will lose control, and clients might just misconfigure the bot, and you might end up losing the access. And then the second way is export from the Flowise dashboard. So from the same window, you have this option of exporting the conversations. So let me just show you. So if you just go to any chatbot that you've built on Flowise, so on the top right, if you click on view messages, so this is the section that I was talking about in the point one, and they can view all the messages here. But for this, you have to give them access to the dashboard, the entire dashboard. And then coming to the second point, which is, yeah, you don't give them access to the dashboard, but you manually go to this section and then click on export. This will basically export all the conversations, and then this is what you can expect. So if you click on export, it gives you a JSON format of the data. So once you have got this, you have to manually go through each one of this, clean it up, put it into a spreadsheet, and then forward that spreadsheet to your client. So this is the second way. So export messages as JSON, and you have to do manual cleanup. And once that's done, again, it's like time consuming. And then the third way is if you're technical and you know how to talk to databases, what you can do is you can query database directly to get all the conversations, put it into a spreadsheet, and then forward that spreadsheet to your client. Again, this is complex, this is time consuming. Of course, you can automate this process with your custom script, but even if you write a custom script, you have to still maintain it, to keep up with the data structure changes, right? Again, this is complex. So sharing chatbot metrics can be tricky, so current methods have many drawbacks. Let's see the common challenge, right? So in all the three methods that we've seen, these are the common challenges that we see. The first is time consuming. So all those three methods are time consuming. Valuable time is wasted. And then the second challenge is there's no real time visibility. So lack of real time chatbot data. So even though you can share all the data, it's not in real time. Now talking about scaling headaches, right? Even though you can do all these three methods by yourself, you can do this as long as you have around 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, right? Imagine you outgrow these numbers, and then the number of clients increase, right? Now you have 10, 15, 20 clients. How are you going to do these processes manually? Again, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to create headache, right? So this is what it talks about. The problem increases with growth. You can't really focus on growing your agency this way. So in order to solve all these challenges, I've built Flowboard 360. So let's see how it actually solves these problems. Right. Let's look at a better way of doing this flow. So you've seen the typical flow of an agency, right? Where you build the chatbot, test it, and then deliver. So let's do the same thing but with a twist. So this time, along with delivering chatbot, you also deliver them a personalized experience by offering them a branded dashboard, right? So let me actually take you through what that dashboard is and how it looks like. So if I go here, so this is how entrance of the dashboard looks like. This is a login page, and my agency name is Falcon 27, and I'm hosting my version of Flowboard 360 dashboard on this domain, right? And let me just quickly log in as an agency. So as soon as I sign in, I'd be welcomed with this beautiful looking dashboard. Okay, let me take you through everything step by step. So on the top left, you can see the brand name. So for agencies, you would see the brand name, but for your clients, they would see their company name here. And here, this is where you select bots. You can switch between different bots and also add new bots here. And this is where you can toggle between light mode and dark mode, right? And then this is a drop down to go to settings, and this is where you'll see all the settings of your information, right? You can change settings and also delete your account if you want to. Going back to the dashboard, and here you can see all the important metrics of a chatbot. So you can see total conversations, leads gathered, feedback received, feedback distribution, and conversations over time. So, and all of these data is bounded by a time range. So by default, it's being retrieved from the last 24 hours. So if I just change it from here, so in the last 7 days, there's been one conversation, one lead, two feedbacks received, and you can see the split between the feedbacks: 50% positive, 50% negative. And the conversation happened on Feb 27th, and today is March 4th. Similarly, you can change between the time range, and also you can choose a custom range here. So if you want to see all the data from Feb 1st to Feb 28th, you can just choose it and apply the filter, and you would see the respective data, right? You can get a eagle view of what's happening with the chatbot, right? And then going to the second section, which is conversations, which is the core of the dashboard, right? So this section has two parts. On the left side, you would see all the conversations list. This is where you can pick between conversations, and then if you click on that, you would see all the messages of that particular conversation. So in the first conversation, you can see there's been a lead that's been captured, and also there's some feedbacks given by the user for the AI response, right? And then over here, you can see a timer which is running. Basically, it refreshes every 60 seconds to load the latest conversations and messages. And if you want to do it right away, you can just click it, and then it'll go ahead and refresh the conversations list. And then you can apply filters here, filter conversations. Right now, every conversation is being shown. You can just filter only conversations with positive feedback. If you click on that, you can actually see all the conversations with positive feedback, and same with the negative feedback as well. And then over here, you have a section to export all the conversations, right? So if you click on the export button, again, you'll see the time range here. You can select the time range, custom. You can even pick a custom range and say I want to export all the conversations from. Let's go back, Feb 1st to March 4th, and click on download CSV. You would see this section. Click on save. If you click on save, it would just go ahead and download all the conversations in a CSV format. and it also includes all the lead details and the feedbacks, right? And then going to the third section, which is client management. So this is where you associate chatbots with the clients, right? So you can click on add client and then add client details here. And then once you add client, it'll automatically be associated with this first bot. I think it's much better if I just show it in practice. So let me create a simple chatbot right here and then take you through the journey. So let me just quickly build a simple chat flow. Conversation chain. Then open chat open AI. We drag this here. Chat model, connect this one, connect credentials, and then memory. Let's go with buffer memory for now. Yep. Drag and drop this, save it. Let's call it demo bot. Save. And for demonstration purposes, let me actually go ahead and turn on these options as well. Enable chat feedback save, and let's go to leads, and let me also enable this one. Fill out these, and after message let me just put it thanks, and let me gather name, email, and phone number. Click on save. Right, let me just make sure both are enabled. Yeah, chat feedback and leads are enabled. Now let me just copy the link, make it public, go back and open this bot, and let me just have a simple conversation with it, right? Okay, it's asking me for my name, email, and phone number. Let me just give a random number here. Okay, save it, right? I don't know, for some reason it doesn't show the lead details on web, but let's continue the conversation. Hi, let me give a feedback to it. Nice. Nice. Okay. I misspelled it. Hello. Nope. This was a negative feedback that I gave. Right. Let me now go back to the dashboard. Right. Now, what I did was I created a simple chatbot and then I had a very basic conversation with it. Now, if I want to add this chatbot to the dashboard, this is how I would do it. Go to dashboard first, click on add new bot, and I can name it anything I want. I would name it the same way, demo bot. Now I need to grab in and enter the flow ID. I'll go back to the dashboard, Flowise dashboard, copy this chat flow ID, paste it in. Right. So this is how you add chatbots to your dashboard, right? So not only chat flow, you can also add agent flows the same way. So if you click on demo bot, so you can see it basically loads. In the last 24 hours, we've had one conversation, one lead gathered, remember, and two feedbacks that we gave. And let's go to conversations and see the conversation here that we had with the bot, right? So it has captured the lead information along with the name, email, and phone, and it has also captured feedbacks that we gave, right? So let me have continue having conversation here. Tell me a joke. Okay, just give me a response. Now I can just wait for the 60 seconds, right? This auto timer runs out and then fetches new conversation. Or if you don't want to wait for 60 seconds and want to see it immediately, just click on this. It'll go ahead and fetch all the conversations, and then as you can see, it has loaded up the latest message, right? uh, that we had. So this is how you can see data in real time. And then of course you can go ahead and export the data for other purposes, right? So how would you share this chatbot with your client, right? Let's see that. You just need to go to client management, and right now there are no clients associated with this particular bot since you added it just now. So what you can do is click on add client. So you'll see two options here. One is save as new client. You can basically onboard a new, totally new client. Or so if you click on assign from existing clients, so you'll see two clients which are already onboarded onto the dashboard. You can directly assign it to them, right? If you click on assign selected clients, so this chatbot will be assigned to them, and then they can access it through this dashboard. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new client here. So let me just call him Jimmy at the rate gmail.com, password on to okay. Let me create a specific subdomain for this client. So added Jimmy as subdomain. So this would be the URL for them. So they can access their dashboard using this particular URL. So this looks professional and also builds a brand image, right? So you can just add a company name. I'm just going to call Jimmy's company, and you can upload your client's company logo again. I'm just going to add a blank logo here. Let me just wait for it to upload. Right, it's now uploaded. Let me just click on add client. Right, it says client created successfully, and I can see Jimmy in the list here. So this is how you associate bots with your client. So that's how easy it is. So now let's act as Jimmy and see how Jimmy would see his dashboard, right? So let me just copy this and open it in a new window. So when Jimmy visits this URL, this is what he would see. So he would be welcomed with this personalized message, "Welcome back, Jimmy," and Jimmy's company logo will be shown here. And then they'd be asked to enter email password to log in, and then you would see your agency name here. So in your case, it would be your agency name, right? So they can enter by adding the email and password, sign in, and it says login successfully, redirecting to dashboard. Yep. So you can see this is how Jimmy would see his dashboard, right? So you can see Jimmy's company and logo here. And currently Jimmy has access to only one dashboard. And of course, he can choose to toggle between the modes. And Jimmy cannot edit anything because it's not allowed to. Only owners have access to the settings section. And as usual, he can do the filtering here of data. You can view it, and then he can go to the conversation section to view all the conversations that's been happening in real time, right? And of course, exporting is simple, right? So let me just log out and come back to the agency side, and that's how easy it is to add chatbots to the dashboard and associate that chatbot with the client, right? And then again, you have this additional options of editing the client details here. You can go ahead and edit these details. And of course, if you don't want to assign this bot to this client, you can go ahead and remove. And if you click on remove, and the access will be removed. Now Jimmy cannot access this demo bot, right? That's how easy it is to add uh, chatbots and share the metrics with your clients, right? Now, coming back to our slides, let's see how Flowboard360 helps you, right? So we've seen how you can track and monitor. You can share chatbots with your clients using a branded and professional dashboard, and it gives you real-time visibility, so they can see as things happen. And it's completely self-hosted, so you can host it on your platform as well as on railway.com. No coding or technical skills required. Easy setup with the railway.com template, right? So flexibility in hosting, again, if you don't want to host your dashboard on railway.com, you're completely free to host wherever you prefer, because the entire application is dockerized. So all you have to do is provide the right environment variables while building the image, and then once the image is built, you can just run it. So all the documentation that you need to set up the Docker image is provided in the GitHub README. So once you purchase, you get access to it. And of course, if you are planning to do everything on your own, there are some things that you need to keep in mind, which is there could be little more technical knowledge required while setting up your custom domains, specifically talking about wildcard domains, right? That's where you create custom subdomains for your clients, and you need to set up SSL certificates for those wildcard domains as well. And you also need to take care of deployments, meaning auto deploying whenever you receive a latest update on the dashboard, and scaling your infrastructure as well. But I personally prefer using railbird.com's template because it's super simple. Everything is already being taken care of. All you have to do is get the template, fill in variables, fill in like 4 or 5 variables, and then click on deploy. And that's it. Everything is set up for you, and you don't have to do anything. That's it. So using railway.com is super simple. Like I said, this way you can just focus on what's most important to you, which is growing your agency. Right. Next, unlimited possibilities. Like I said, you can add unlimited bots, you can add unlimited clients, you can the possibilities are just endless. And even the relationship is set up in such a way that you can add n number of bots to the dashboard, and also you can add n number of clients to the dashboard. So you can connect one bot to as many number of clients as you want, and each client can also be connected with n number of bots. So that's how the end-to-end relationship is set up. And talking about lifetime updates, yes, new features will be continuously added to the dashboard to keep it, up to date, and also fully compatible with the latest Flowise AI developments, because Flowise keeps pushing changes to their product, and we would have to also adapt to the latest changes uh, pushed by them. That's it. Thank you. And right now there's an offer going on, which is early adopter offer, which is limited to first few customers only. So make sure to grab it. And if you don't see that offer in the landing page, I'm sorry, I think you've missed it. So make sure to grab it as early as possible. And you can access the website by going to flowboard360.com. And if you have any questions, just let me know, even in the comment section, or you can personally email me. And hoping to see you inside. And thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.